Good afternoon, everyone. Before I start, I feel a little bit thirsty. I will drink water and I will use this. This is a glass. This is a glass of water. Oh, also, I remember that I still have to cut my foods for tonight's dinner into pieces. I will use this. This can also cut my food into pieces. That's why I consider this also as a knife. You see, I have different perspective on how I will categorize or label something as something. Does it help me? Yes. I was still able to drink water using my plate, as well as cut my foods using this spoon which I considered as a knife. But the question is, does these things serve their purposes? Does these things reach their full potentials? Were they able to give their 100% efficacy? Same to us students. Labeling can only cause or can only result to two outcomes. It's either growth or deprivation. Labeling is very rampant in the universities nowadays. Many researches had been conducted and proven that there are several severe effects of labeling when we engage to such. That's why this afternoon it's very important for us to tackle these three things. We have three things to talk with, to deal with this afternoon. First is the negative stereotypes caused by engaging to labeling. Whether we admit it or not, being an achiever implies a thought that you are greater than the other. That's why when they ask you a certain question, they are expecting you to answer it with ease because you are categorized. You are known as being an achiever, right? And you are having this fear or this thought that when you fail to answer their question, when you fail to satisfy their questions, they might judge you. They might think that you are not good enough, that you are not worthy, you don't deserve to be labeled as one of the achiever of your classrooms. Some Filipino phrases would be like, akala ko ba achiever ka? Akala ko ba magaling ka? Akala ko ba kasama ka sa top students of your class? Those are some phrases which I personally experienced and heard from the people that I did not expected to say that to me. It hurts. It is mentally abusing, I can say. It is mentally tiring to think that I am expecting them to support me. It is also emotionally exhausting, emotionally destructive. According to Mr. Irving Goffman of 1959, demonstrated in ways in which others perceive an individual as critically important to how that individual outwardly present himself or herself. And since we are talking about negative stereotypes, self-doubt would be included. And after self-doubt, there will be diminished self-esteem. So that is our second point for this afternoon. In a classroom setup, when we assign a group leader and the member, there is this connotation that when a student is being always assigned as automatic leader, he has a more superior intellectual capability than the other. That's why when the moment comes that he needs to play the role of being a member, self-doubt will emerge. He will start questioning himself because he was used to be labeled as the leader. So, the, he will start questioning himself. Am I not good enough anymore? Am I not worthy anymore to be classified as a leader? Why am I a member only for this specific activity? Did you get my point? While on the other hand, when a student is always labeled or used to be labeled as a member, self-doubt also will emerge. How? They will question themselves. Am I not good enough to handle a group? Maybe I don't have the guts. I don't have the capabilities. I don't have the leadership skills to be a leader. Those are several things that diminish self-esteem due to labeling can cause to a student. And also, because of self-esteem, there will be a delay on the growth when it comes to their capabilities. According to Samson and Lau in 1997 on page 144, labeling may directly impact individual development temporarily, but this impact may produce snowball effect that can last much longer than the actual experience as labeling and stigmatization. Snowball effect refers to a process that starts from initial state of small significance and builds up upon itself, becoming larger and larger. The act of labeling students' roles can give them some good things. We have no problem with that. But the problem is, our concern for this afternoon would be the number of students that feels deprived, belittled, and not good enough because of these labels. Don't let our actions as teachers to hinder them from becoming what they could become. Don't let our words stop them from growing. Let them explore. Let them experience both being a leader and a member, both being superior and a subordinate. Let them experience all of it. Let them explore themselves. Let us not be the reason why they doubt themselves. Good afternoon.